Kia ora everybody, ko Ameliaranne Ekenasio tōku ingoa. My name is Ameliaranne Ekenasio and I am checking in for my Sound Mind, Sound Body Diary number 1. So really excited to have a little chat to you guys. Today I'm going to give you a real quick rundown of my journey because not everybody knows it. And hopefully that will only take like 30 seconds. So let's get through that really quick. So I play professional netball. I have been playing for 11 years now, coming up to 11 years. It seems like a really long time, but short at the same time. I had a year off to have a baby and I've got a beautiful little boy who's 3 years old. And I, like everybody else, have been through my ups and downs. At the moment, I find myself as captain of the Silver Ferns and captain of the Te Wānanga Orokawa Pulse. I've learned a heck of a lot on my journey and now I just want to share some things with you all about it. So, for the number 1 check-in, what I really want to talk about and what I really want to explore and go into is finding the balance of disciplined hard work to be a better athlete and movement for pure enjoyment. I had to write that down. That's where I was looking. I'm notorious for going off topic, so sorry about that. But this is something that's really important to me, and something as I've become an older and a wiser athlete has kind of been a little bit more front of mind for me. I'm a really big believer, and I've always been a really big believer in mental health first. So for me, sound mind means looking after our mind first and then looking after our body. Now, not always are they done in that order, and that is totally fine too. The benefits of moving our body has massive benefits on our mental health as well too. But let's dive in. So let's firstly talk about the importance of disciplined hard work. So for me, when I was a kid growing up, I wasn't super talented, but I was really tall. And I got snatched up by netball real quick, and kind of my height took me through a lot of my early career, and I didn't know what it was like to work hard to get places and to make teams. So it was something that I've learned a little bit harder, taken me a lot longer to learn, and it's come later in my career. But it's probably been about 6 years now of really hard work, and I've learned what true discipline is, and it's been really cool. I feel like I've really taken control of my career purely by putting in a whole lot of hard work. Very late, very late, but I'm grateful to have found it now. But hard work will honestly get you so much further than just having natural talent. I think natural talent really sets the scene, and then the hard work really takes you as far as you want to go. I'm heavy on the self-improvement on court and off court, and I spend a whole lot of time working on my weaknesses, finding them first. What are they? Reflecting on my game, reflecting on myself, and that's something that I've gone to all my coaches and my trainers and people who are really close to me in my corner that I trust, to see what can I still do better and how can I make these things better. And I think for a long time I didn't really look at what are my strengths and how can I still make these better as well too, and just hoped that they would carry along as they were. So that's something that I've learned. But so we all know the importance of hard work. It's something that's spoken about so often. But the balance that I really want to get to, and the balance that I think is really important that we start talking about, is movement for pure enjoyment. Now that kind of sounds strange, and you guys might have this on lock. It's something that I always have to keep in mind, to not overcommit myself to just a whole bunch of hard work and work and things that are not just away from work. And sometimes it's really hard to fit it in my weeks. But I think that when we do something that's active or something that involves some kind of movement that's beneficial for our body, beneficial for our mental health, like tick, let's get those things done. but let's make sure it's doing something that we absolutely love. Now, I sometimes have to explore and remind myself, what are these things that I love? So I've actually written a list. I've written a list, and it is ways to be active that I really, really love. And so I'll read you my list because it might help. I've got yoga, trail walks in nature, stretching first thing in the morning, surfing, time spent at the beach, Pilates, taking the frisbee or the vortex to a park, and tennis. Now that's only like a little list, but totally achievable, right? When I'm planning my week, it's totally achievable to fit some of those things. Not all of them. I just try and fit one in a week. Now, I've got a 3-year-old, so pretty much anytime we go somewhere with an open space, we're active because he's on the go and he's ready to move. So when I can lock in, and that's something I didn't write down, that if we just go somewhere, I just try and stay present and just play with him. And for me, that's being active, and I love it as well too, because it just continues to build a beautiful connection with him, and I'm moving my body at the same time. He's also burning a whole lot of energy, so that's real cool. But if I don't get one in a week, I try and not let it be any longer than 2 weeks to try and get these in. So why do I think this kind of balance is important? Well, I think it's important because I've been an athlete who has been all about netball, all about competing. That's the only thing that I see, and that is really important for an athlete sometimes as well, but it cannot be the only thing we be. We're not single faceted, you guys. We are made up of so many beautiful facets, which is really cool, but it's embracing all of them. So I've been just over here where it's been just all really hard work and discipline, and I'm not going anywhere. I'm only eating really, really well, and there's no time for anything fun at all. I've also been over on this side where it's just been a whole lot of lovely movement and yoga and all of that kind of stuff that I really love. And there's only so long I can also do that for before I need the competition as well too, and I want to get stuck in and I want to do some real hard work. So how do we find the balance between the two? Well, that's something that we're just going to pretty much find out over these next couple of weeks. I'm going to take some really good steps into planning my weeks and putting them in my diary. I've got a paper diary because I like to write things down, obviously. And I'm going to come back and check in with you guys and let you know how all those weeks are going and what I've done and how it's made me feel. But honestly, please remember, once we look after our mental health, it flows into our body and vice versa. So really important, guys, that we're checking both the boxes. And let's explore this balance between just working really, really hard and only working to be better, and just doing things because we love and we enjoy them and they make us feel good. So can't wait to see you guys again. I'd love to see if some of you are actually writing your own lists and seeing if you can fit them into your week as well too. But ka kite, I will see you soon.